Okay, question 14. Find the Thevenin equivalent circuit seen by RL. So this is exactly what we did in the studio where we have two batteries. Okay, so if I look at this, the technique was we draw a loop, all right, and then we come up with the expression. So we say that uh, 12 is equals to I R2 plus R1 plus 12. Okay, so basically this is your V2, your battery 2, and this is your V1. Okay, what you see here is because this is sort of like theoretical value, right? Both are exactly 12 volts. So when they're both exactly 12 volt, your I will become 0, right? Which is also what we discussed in the studio. That means even though initially there is some leakage current, okay, there will come a point where both the voltages would be the same and the leakage would be 0. Okay, and of course, the lesser leakage we have, then the lesser the voltage would be depleted. All right. So in this case, we are both having a perfect 12 volt. So the leakage current will be 0. So if the leakage current is 0, so there is no voltage drop across both R2 or R1. So in that sense, when I look at the open circuit voltage, that means when I remove the load and I look in, what do I see? I just see V2 and V1, which are both the same. All right, because this I here is 0. There is no current flowing. So there's no voltage drop across R2 or R1. Okay, so VT is actually 12 volt. Okay, and in terms of the RTH, okay, RTH is basically you remove both the supply. Okay, so the supply was there, you remove both of it and it short circuit. And like I said, if you imagine that you put here, what will happen? The current that comes here will split into this branch and this branch, which means that both of them are parallel. Okay, so when both of them are parallel, the total resistance is 0.098. Okay, and as we saw in the studio as well, when resistors are in parallel, the total combined resistance will always be smaller than the smallest resistance. Okay, it will always be smaller than the smallest resistance. So in this case, 0.15 and 0.28, the value is now 0.098. Okay, close to 0.1. Okay, but it will always be smaller than the smallest resistance because you are effectively lowering the resistance by connecting them in parallel. Okay, so the original cell connection of the two cell circuit here can now be represented as a single cell by the Thevenin equivalent, which is a 12 volt and a 0.098. Okay, so the question asks us if the load, okay, is 2.5 ohm. So now I connect a load of 2.5 ohm. Then what happens? So when I connect a load of 2.5 ohm, okay, you can analyze and you can see the current and the voltage. So this is basic your Ohm's law, correct? V by R. So this is your internal resistance of the battery, combined battery cell, and this is your load. Okay, and the voltage across the load is this is your voltage divider rule. Okay, so this I think I don't need to go through this again. You know how to do this. Okay, the next question they ask you is the load voltage higher or lower compared to the case where the load were to be powered by just one battery 1 or battery 2? Okay, so if you just take battery 1 or battery 2, that means you take either this branch as a single battery or you take this branch as a single battery. What do you expect? Okay, so you can see that if I take both of them and I calculate the voltage that I experience, okay, that means in this case it's just 12 volt with your 0.15 and then the load 2.5, and in the other case it is again 12 volt but it is 0.28 with my load. Okay, And basically by voltage divider rule, okay, because this and this are in series, correct? So by voltage divider rule, okay, if you look at the circuit, you can see that it's always going to be 2.5 over the internal resistance plus 2.5. So when the internal resistance is low, okay, then you have a higher voltage, okay, at the output side, okay, because there is lesser voltage drop across the internal resistance. Okay, compared to individual batteries, the combined cell has a much lower internal resistance, so the voltage drop that this experiences here is going to be a lot smaller compared to that of a single cell. All right, so that is what this question is making us realize. All right, that the voltage to the load experiences is always going to be higher when you have a combined cell because of the lower internal resistance.